How about part 4? My dog interrupted me. So we're going back into the cockpit here. So anyway, airspeed indicator. Oh, so we got a thing like a 7-day clock. Just different things. And then in the center, these are stuff of the engine and transmission for the oil and temperatures and oil pressures. And these are all your radios down and through here. And these are your communications is right here. So if you turn that and you set it on one of them numbers, you're transmitting on it through that button. I think it's there, I forget. So that's your left and right pedals for your... So we got like FM, AM. In our helicopters here, we had a high frequency radio we used up in Honduras and El Salvador and Panama when we were, can't think. We go TDY up there. We did I can't think, peacekeeping mission. Anyway, it's just the different radios and stuff. And I would take pictures of everything. I got pictures from all over the world. Okay. So that's one of the guys over there. I think he's with first and second flight platoons. Somebody had, this is at the Hooches. My first wife left me and I ended up, this is our barracks. Somebody had this, these are the Sandblast Indians. They come over to Balboa and they sell their blankets and whatever else. It's really neat in a way. You can go out to their little island and I forget, it's really cheap. You pick out a lobster or something. I never did it. I just heard about it. This is a bunch of the guys that I hung out with. That's me on the right. I forget any of these people's names. Forget it. And he was my roommate. And this is it's me on the left. We called him Professor Abderhalden. He had some problems. When they put him in a mental institute raw. So we called him Professor Abderhalden from What's the Matter You? But we're up in the, that's right, all of us went on a hike up in the mountains. We were horsemen. I was making soup rates. Maybe I'll put them on here someday. So somebody sent me this. This is the canal zone with Panamanians take over the canal zone, basically. And I'll try it out. This is a whole new thing I'm doing. Okay. So this is the hill up there behind the barracks. So basically, this all out here is Pacific Ocean. This is what they call Panama City up of the canal zone. And down in here was our airfield. Albrook Army Airfield. Let's see. It'll come to me. Anyway, that I showed you that map for that. That's where the was it Gamboa, Balboa. They're all in here, the little town or something. Had a real good, can't think, cafeteria and stuff. It's kind of like the Army in a way, but these are civilians, so they had, instead of PX, they had commissaries and stuff. And that's over towards Howard, and that's the one bridge going from, the one bridge that stands out. You go too far, not too far south, the road that comes down all the way through Central America and South America, it quits. So from this hill, this is kind of the Panama Canal right here, going up into the Gilliard Cut. Oops, sorry. And that was our old boss. He was, I think he retired down in Fort Collins. No. Fort Carson, sorry. Anyway, this is a Vietnam vet. He actually grew up in East Germany, I think. His father was a pilot, German pilot, in World War II. He was really good. He really knew the aircraft. I got another picture of him here somewhere. So this is what it's like flying Nap of the Earth. I think we're flying up Chagres River. We did a lot of low-level flying because the I can't think. They got an anti-aircraft gun. If you ever seen the movie Flight of the Intruder, that anti-aircraft gun's on it. Okay. This is where they're doing maintenance on I think it was Miraflores. It's got to be Miraflores. It's two locks. So that every once in a while so all the boats have to go down where my thumb is, down that side, and they do maintenance on the gates and stuff. And like the water flows in from the side where my thumb is, and they either raise or lower it and bring the ships up. I forget how much it is. I know they use about 5,000 gallons per ship. 500 gallons. I forget. It's all fed in from the Chagres, which is right here. Now this is coming out. Well, this is coming into the Miraflores. They quit letting us do that, but that's another helicopter behind me. I'm sitting in the back seats of the Huey. And this is a normal thing. This is some kind of a cargo ship transiting the lots. A lot of the buildings you see is all part of the Panama Canal Company. So I'm flying trail in a flight of 5. This kind of, it almost looked like Vietnam in a way. We're flying over the jungle. That was my roommate and his friend. This is Stan Jones. He was a warrant officer the last time I seen him. He flew we did Jonestown, Guyana thing. And he flew my bird down there after the 2 weeks and stayed for another month and flew the FBI around to investigate. There was a senator that got killed. 900 people committed suicide by force of this crazy Stan Jones. It was called the Jonestown, Guyana. We were supposed to go in and rescue. We worked for 7th Special Forces. I'm not back. This is all experimental, folks. So these folks sent me this thing. It's probably, what was it, the last day of the canal zone thing. And so it's a collector item, I guess. Problem was I wasn't a Spec 5. I was a Sergeant 5. But that's okay. They didn't know any better. So this is World War II. This is B-24 Liberators. And that's where they put them together. And these damn kids were in school. We had door gunner school all because of this canal treaty. And that's one of our pilots, a couple of my pilots.